空的，
可以吗？
也要怎样去放？我在一个 corner，我就会放这个
这个也是 base for home router 嘛，是吗？home router 是用那个 LAN wire 嘛？
对 LAN wire
也是可以用 LAN wire 那一导来出去比较高的那个大的范围也是对。我他们一点了。
他们可以，我他们一颗的那什么球来保持整个有爱所有人自己做，我人第是怪怪的，他是不会怪啦，就是说他我人第是到1年了，就好像其实我们家的那个，
所以是
大概2年哦，你的最高你的那半两个，然后你就讲他开始要打，
因为不是 friend voice。
说到在这里，在5G还是公开的，
因为 telco 是maybe 有些地方比较 strong 在上面，但就有上面。它无论一点。
没有你们可以拿多少人？可以拿多少人啊？哦，可以，因为我的场是只是可以capture到80人啊，所以就是如果说你们要有人 join， 你们就可以给我知道了。这个 mostly 呢，它是会 more to like decision maker 或者是more to 会 IT technology 的啦 ，IT department， 因为我们的 topic 会注重在我们 Copilot 怎么样可以帮到 organizations，and then 比如说刚才我讲的我们用了 5G，OK， 我把一些 data transfer 进去 system， 我的 system 要送回去给 HQ，for example，OK， 我要把这些 system 送回去我 HQ， 可能我的 HQ 在 KL， 我的 warehouse 在Johor，OK， so 那个 transmit 回去的时候是吗？我们可以放在 store 在 cloud， 我们有Microsoft Azure。
本身就有 cloud 嘛，我们在Google Drive iCloud。
Google Drive iCloud 里面有 protection 的，人家可以看。By Gmail 我是 staff， 我 anytime 我可以 leak 我的 information 出去，我可以 share to any friend。So by control 的话 by Azure then system admin will control the right。
用这 AD point
这个 AD point 它是 AI 的 protection， 比如说今天 OK let's say 我是 PDRM， 我是一个很 junior 的 staff， 不知道，我用这个 AI please help me to check Grace Lee background， 它 information 出来，这样子 in department 我们要讲去 protect 这些 data 没有 leak out，then 是 using endpoint。Yes， 这个是to protect 我们so called as data protections of AI。
它是属于是另外一个third party的那个 software 在 install 在电脑里面。
对 ，attach 我们 company 的那个 tenant。
每个月要给人的。
每个月是要给 subscription 费啦，通常是100月啦。对，所以这个 Copilot 就好像比如说银行，刚才有人说他是 HR， 有人说他是 finance，OK， 有人说他是我的这个 data 我印不进去了是吗？我要讲 make sure 其他 department 的人看不到，好像是尤其是 HR 或者是 account， 我要讲 make sure 我这个 figure 是没有印出去的。要不然如果是全部可以被管出去的话是吗？这样人家就知道我公司的机密，对不对？所以就出这一个FY 来我在我们的 data。这一个 cost for just like exposure on what is Copilot can do, and then just Gary will mention about how Azure can do and Microsoft security。然后还有就是那个我们有 training 咯，就是 let's say I'm interested using Microsoft Copilot, how do I use on Microsoft Excel? Okay, so we have a training sessions, so you can join our training sessions also. The training session is paid and then by HRDF claim.
HRDF, how much?
Full claim. How per class?
Normally the how much? Because government servant 没有的 HRDF. But normally is how much?
I mean per class is one session is 6,000 technically.
6,000. 有，可是我刚刚没有。
没有了。
我们可以 depends on tax，then 我们是可以 offer price。
Maybe what we do for like other government sectors, so it's like they are doing as a training sessions. Yeah.
Training.
Maybe we have to arrange in some other way.
We can do the technology update for the staff also. So how to use Copilot. Okay, thank you. That's all my sharing.
So, thank you, Grace, for the very enlightening sharing. So those who are free on the 21st, remember, if you are free on 21st, can register lah. Yeah, this one is free, I think. Right. But the place is in.
One Utama.
Yeah. Sorry.
One Utama.
One Utama.
Awante Hotel.
Awante Hotel. Okay. So let's continue, shall we?
Okay, let's say there's some Copilot, let's say you're not too familiar, you all can download actually from phone, either your iPhone or either your Android, you can download Copilot. Now you can start to use. I think it's very useful, although it's not paying. There's something you need to pay for get more detail, like more detailed data. Let's say free one, you can do a lot of stuff with it.
Actually, in our laptop,
Your laptop also have,
yeah,
yep.
laptop you can see the
Yes,
logo,
correct.
then you can come up with it.
这 Copilot 是你自己创的。
那我们 laptop 我们都是用 Microsoft 嘛，这 Microsoft 一定有那个 Word 的，一定的，它会出的，它是已经肯定在里面。这个 Copilot 是 Microsoft 的 AI，Microsoft 的 AI。
刚才那个 feature 全部not paid user 都可以用。
You can use, but limited function.
Limited,
like example, some data you cannot find. But when this is all called sorry,
Microsoft 365要以前。
so it's like it's a machine learning. That's why we call AI. So the more info you key in, then he understand you. So your data you keep inside. The next time you search for the answer, you can reply. Let's say you are HR, you know that your role is a HR. So what you search, you related to HR.
So just now before the break, I have put in the slide, this one, inside the share folder, the link that I emailed to you. So I saw some of you guys have already downloaded the file. As for those who have not downloaded, I request that you download this file. Is in PDF format, updated presentation slide. The reason, of course, other than for your own reference, is because we will have some sample for exercises starting from slide 24. Yeah, so there's some data for you to practice in this workshop. So if you have not downloaded yet, so can do so right now. So for those who try to upload or download the audio file earlier, I request you to stop first because of the internet bandwidth sharing. So we want to continue with the next section. Okay, is that okay? Can you stop the audio downloading and uploading right now? So you give the chance for everyone to download this slide first. Is that okay? Right. So everyone can download this slide. Okay. So no one raised the hand. That means everyone.
Do you copy into this thumb drive first?
No, not in the thumb drive. You can access the share folder here. This one. Thumb drive, I'm not sure actually. I think I may have copied already. Okay, how about I give 5 minutes for those that have not downloaded, and I also copy into thumb drive.
Now battery, please charge. Now battery, please charge. Now battery, please charge.
Load testing.
Right, so just now the file is updated presentation slide, right? So it's in PDF format, everyone can see, right?
Yeah.
So you double click, it's the same as what I show on the screen, right? So if you go down to slide number 23, okay, actually from here onwards, there are some sample data that you can use in this workshop for testing, right? So we'll move on from here just now. We finish Restream, we finish Audacity, right? So still remember what is it used for? Okay, Restream is we want to extract only the audio. If let's say we save our meeting using Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and Cisco WebEx and the other platforms, if we have video file, we upload, we can download in audio format MP3. The reason why after that we use Audacity is because we want to truncate or we want to select a particular segment of our audio, right? Right, in order to further processing, okay? The further processing that we intend to perform right now is transcription. So let's go to TurboScribe for transcription. If you have the slide, you should see the slide where we have a list of the tools available here, right? So referring to item number 3, TurboScribe, you can either just click here, okay, or you can either type in your browser the TurboScribe, and of course right now it may be slow, so that's why I request the audio file to stop downloading the audio file if you can. So if you already have the notes, just temporarily stop the internet first. Let's reconnect. All right, we have TurboScribe here, and you can just log in using your Google account. Okay, try log in. Just now I saw a few of you already log in using, because I logged in before, that's why I do not have to enter my username and password. But for you first time log in, you will need to give your username and password or log in using Google email account, right? So maybe I give a few minutes for all of you to log in first. Those have problem logging in, you can raise your hand. Facilitators will try to assist.
Excuse me, hello. Is it the Audacity and the TurboScribe is similar function? It's a similar
No,
function?
no, it's
So
not.
what's the difference between Audacity and the TurboScribe?
Testing. Okay, that is what I'm going to present right now. the difference, the function.
So the Audacity we download, we can analyze the content or cannot analyze it now?
Okay, the Audacity just now we download, we can do some certain processing on the audio file. We can truncate, we can listen, we can even change the volume, right? So that one is to improve on the audio file or audio part of our file, lah, right? For TurboScribe is to change from audio to text.
Oh, which means that just now the Audacity is not for translating, it's not only to enhance the quality of the voice.
You can enhance the quality, but our main concern is to cut the file to 30 minutes,
Oh, it's for editing only.
right? That's our main concern just now. Okay, for those who already cut the file now, okay, can you press transcribe file? Press transcribe file.
Okay.
You browse to your file just now.
Okay.
The file that you cut for 30 minutes, the shorter one, not the long one, the shorter one that you already cut. Okay? Alright. So just now I received a question on first the language, second is the number of speaker, right? Number of those who involved in the meeting or discussion, right? So the audio language actually you can select. There is a Malay here, okay. Of course, I think Chinese also got. For Malay, I tested. It is quite okay. You see the Malaysia flag here, all right. Then
Questions?
yeah.
Sometimes the meeting is in two languages, BM and BI.
Right.
So is there a possible?
You choose the majority one. Like for example, this session majority in English, so you choose the English one, right? You will still be able to guess the other secondary one.
Oh, very interesting.
This AI lah. However, I need to stress as responsible there's something called responsible AI. We stress on the ethical use of AI, meaning that we cannot just pass everything to AI and then treat it as the AI help us to do everything. No, right now we still have to check, we need to scrutinize, we need to verify. We cannot hand over everything just to AI, right? I just give you an example. Sometimes it's not the AI fault. Sometimes it's the microphone or the speaker's fault. For example, when I record, when somebody speak too fast, okay, certain words they speak softly and certain words they stress. For example, in Malay, tak ada. So you notice the tak may be softer than other. So when we put into the audio, they might just register as other. So when other, tak ada become other, it's very dangerous. It's totally different thing, isn't it? So that's why you need to check. You cannot just hand over to that. And then, of course, AI is just to assist and improve on our efficiency only, right? So as you can see here, there are options on language, which you already see there is Mandarin and Malay. And below, if you click, they are able to recognize the speaker, right? So just now on the question, how many speakers, if let's say you are sure there's 2 or 3 speakers. If I'm sure there's 3 speakers, I select 3 lah, right? If I'm sure there is 2 speakers, I select 2. If I'm not sure how many speakers, I select detect automatically. So until here, is it okay? Right. So as you can see, it's taking some time just to upload this file, right? Maybe all of us are uploading together. So
choose two speaker.
according to your meeting,
The file, the file, how many speakers?
the file got 3 speakers.
Three only.
You choose 3. Yeah.
So language.
Language choose Malay.
Malay,
Because
okay.
I'm testing it in Malay to show all of us that this one can work in Malay.
So
To a question why there's transcribed to English, you can ignore the bottom one because you already chose Malay here. The bottom one don't choose anything, right? If you choose Mandarin here, it's settled. It's already chosen. It's Mandarin, right? You don't go and make the changes furthermore. Okay. Okay. While we are what you call uploading, alright. So we move on. We move on first. Is it okay? We move on first? Okay. Okay. So let me introduce you to the following tools. Okay, right. TurboScribe is for transcription, we know, and the limitation is for 3 files per day, limited also in duration to 30 minutes, right? Okay, just now this gentleman from PDRM asked whether there is a risk of information leakage, data leakage if we upload. Okay, we have to see the user licensing requirement when we access the acceptable use policy. We have to read the acceptable use policy. I cannot answer that question. However, take note that when we use the Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and Cisco WebEx, actually, that one also go out already. That one already go out also. Unless you use the proprietary like Huawei, where you install in your own server, right? Okay. Right, the next tools is Tactic. Okay, Tactic, there are different form of limitation for the free version. Okay, why if we have TurboScribe we need to use Tactic? Okay, Tactic, there are other functions that TurboScribe do not have. For example, we can perform summaries here, as some of you are looking into this to get the summaries first. And even when we prepare minutes of meeting, I don't know, some organization, their bosses doesn't want us to record verbatim. That means what you say we record from A to Z, right? Some bosses don't want. Some, they want you to arrange by topic. Okay? So when you arrange by topic, there is something called action items and even summaries also. Later on, as we deep dive into this Tactic, as we log in, there is a place where it group by topic. You will group the items by topic. So you can see the topic, and in fact, one useful function is that you can ask questions. For example, the meeting, let's say, is very long, 2 hours. Then perhaps you want to ask question. I want to ask question about flood in KL, for example. So that particular points will be displayed, okay, for us quickly. So it will save our time, right? So summaries, action items, project updates, follow-ups is by responsible party. Who is responsible for what? And all this we use lesser So the one that we usually focus is summaries, action items, and follow-ups, right? And it supports Google Meet, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Chrome extension. All right. Actually, if you have this tactic extension in your Chrome and what you call Microsoft browser Edge, they are able to transcribe for you on the spot. Okay. What I mean on the spot is that, let's say just now you have a meeting on screen. Everyone, one person talking and then followed by the other person, right? There is immediate real-time transcription on your right. And then when the meeting finished, you just download this transcription. So transcription already ready, right? So how to do that is you must install the Chrome extension for Tactic first lah. So Tactic, there are two. That means if you have the extension, then when you use all this, there is an automatic transcription. But of course, just now, like Grace presented for Microsoft Copilot, Microsoft Teams, okay, there is already a built-in transcription function already, so you don't need this one, right? So all of you can try to enter Tactic first. Try to Tactic website. Okay, Tactic website is this one, right? Tactic.io. So while you are displaying the Tactic for I/O, let me show you the result of transcription by TurboScribe. Okay, let me show you the result. The result is that you can come here and you can download the transcription, the result of the transcription in Microsoft Word format. As you can see, you can export as docx, and you can add timestamp. What do you mean by timestamp? Timestamp meaning that first minute this fella talk what, second minute the other guy talk what, then how long they talk. So that there is a timestamp. So as I download the file, it will be saved to my PC, right? Okay, this one is not long. It's already downloaded. Okay, let me open it. Okay, as you can see, this is the result of the transcription, and it is in Malay. Okay. So who is Kelly Lau? Kelly Lau is one of the facilitators here. So the other guy is Winkit, he cannot make it. So the long and short of it is that it can able to transcribe in Malay. However, you still need to check, especially also the labeling, speaker 1, speaker 2. Sometimes when I talk, he talk, it mix up, it become a single speaker. You still have to separate it. That's why you need to check. Okay? And if I'm longer than 30 minutes, it will be truncated. That is why I show how to use Audacity to truncate the file first. So when you truncate the file, you can use TurboScribe twice, right? It gives you 3 files for 1 day, 24 hours. So when you truncate, you cut, so enough, cukup makan, no? If tak cukup makan, you use another email to log into TurboScribe. Then you can use it for free, right? However, the reason I introduced Tactic, both product got pros and cons here. Okay, Tactic is not confined to that 30 minutes limitation. However, Tactic doesn't separate the speaker labeling as accurate as TurboScribe. As you use along the way, you will discover that for Malay language, accuracy-wise, TurboScribe is still higher, slightly higher than Tactic. Right, so everyone can log into Tactic already? Okay, you come to this, you go to Tactic and you try log in. Okay, of course you have to enter your email that you registered. Any question? Yeah, can follow on. Okay, it's getting a bit slow. Let's see what we can do. Okay, while we are loading, let's continue. Is it okay? We continue first? Okay, we continue first. Right. Okay, when it's fully loaded, then we come back and see lah. Okay, right. So perhaps this one is a summary of the common AI tools that we use lah. The paid one, the commercial one, right? Of course, the commercial one, if you don't pay, there is a limitation like ChatGPT 3.5, ChatGPT version 4, Gemini, Cloud, and Bing. Right? Just want to introduce a simple concept lah. Right? These AI tools, they have their own limitations. Context lengths mean that the input that we give to all these AI tools, for example, ChatGPT, if your input to the ChatGPT question, the box, the prompting, right, is more than certain words. Technically, we call it tokens. It's about rule of thumb is about 3/4, 3/4 of the amount of word. For example, if you have 100 words, 3/4 of 100 words would be about 75 tokens, right? So there's a rule of thumb. There's a limitation on the input. Second is a limitation on the type of input you can give. For example, ChatGPT, usually we use text only, right? Then if you use version 4, ChatGPT 4, I think is paid or non-paid also got, if I'm not but limited. You can upload images, right? Then if you go to Gemini, you can upload and ask questions on text, images, and audio. Okay, if you have audio file like just now, right? So you can upload and ask questions, right? Then of course you have Cloud and Bing AI. Bing is actually Microsoft Copilot. Microsoft Copilot as introduced earlier. For the right-hand side of this column, it means cut-off date. Cut-off date meaning the knowledge limit. For example, the news that we feed to these AI models is up until that date. Hence, we cannot ask any of these models, for example, the result of US presidential election, which only concluded 2 days ago, right? Because their information limit is until September 2021. The latest one is Gemini until early 2024, and also Cloud. Maybe even as I speak, maybe there's a newer version model where they have more recent information. So just bear in mind when we use these AI tools. Right. If you remember, one of the challenge of the meeting that we spoke of or we discussed earlier is that during the meeting, Sometimes only the boss, the chairperson, or another person talk all the time or most of the time. The rest of the people keep quiet, right? And you do not know what do they think in the end. Okay? Of course, when you ask questions, they have to answer, right? This is one of the techniques the Bono 6 thinking has to encourage people to talk, or the members in your meeting. Okay? How do we employ this method? Okay. The Bono 6 thinking says that you can play different roles. You can ask different people to play specific role, so that when they talk, they give you the idea based on the role that they are playing. For example, for white hat, it focuses on data and facts only, right? If you ask them why October always flood in certain part of KL, okay? For those who are playing this role, they will only check and present to you the facts. For those who are playing the second role, the red hat role, they will give you the emotion. Okay, when you ask them about why floods normally occur October for this section or this area in KL, they should give you the expression of emotion and intuitions of the ordinary citizens or the people around there that frequently use that area, that travel that particular road. For example, black hats focus on risk. Likewise, yellow hat is focused on benefits and opportunities. For example, a certain event occur, the yellow hat, they will try to focus on the good side of certain events, right? And we have two more hats, which is green hats and blue hats. Green hats generates creative ideas and alternatives, whereas the last one is blue hat. It manages the whole thinking process, meaning this guy will summarize all the content presented earlier, right? So how can we use this? Okay, usually we can use this during the meeting by asking the members to play the roles involved. Second, we can ask the AI, ChatGPT, Copilot, what else, Gemini, Cloud, try to put in the prompt below. Okay, for example, we want to solve the sinkhole problem in KL. Okay. So how we enter the prompt is act as the thinking heads one by one above the description given to you. Consider the proposal of, so what proposal you have? You are all subject matter expert in your own workplace. You have your own issues. You key in your issues here. Right now, the issue is barring all development within 5-kilometer radius from the vicinity of the incident of sinkhole in the city. That means we stop development within 5-kilometer radius of that sinkhole. Okay, this is our suggestion. Key into the AI just now and see what they give you. But of course, you have to copy the whole thing from the Bono, then copy until here. You key into the AI tools, the choice of your AI tools, and see what kind of suggestion they give based on all these hacks. Right. Some of you do not know what is prompt, right? Okay. Prompt is the text that we enter for the AI tools. Okay. Let me go back to some basics, right? Okay. Everyone know about this Wi-Fi already? Okay. right? Okay, let's go to Copilot. Okay, we open a Copilot. This symbol inside Microsoft Edge browser stands for Copilot. Okay, anyone managed to open it? Okay, it's okay. Let me explain first. Okay, prompt is basically, in layman's term, the question we ask the AI. We ask the AI tools like ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, and Google Gemini, for example. Okay, we put in our question, like just now the whole thing, right? The whole thing in the slide. Okay, this whole thing is a prompt example, right? Prompt, to generate a good prompt, we need to fulfill a certain example, or we call it a very loose syntax, right? First is that we need to give the background of the issue or the matter that we are asking. For example, in this the Bono 6 thinking hats, all these, if you notice, all these are explanation. Am I right? What does white hat do? Red hat? Black hat? So all these are explanations giving more information or background of our issue, problem, or matter that we are going to ask. Okay. Second is that we can give example. If we have example would be in this case act as thinking hats one by one. Okay, this is an instruction. Okay, format or instruction. Format or instruction we intend to ask the AI, right? Example is actually incorporated inside here already. For example, blue hat. This hat is for keeping things in order and wrapping up the discussion. It helps you organize your thoughts, set goals, and make sure the conversation stays on track, right? Of course, you may have even more example below, right? But for this is sufficient for our purpose of generating the result, right? So yes, yes,
So all this we just copy paste from
yes,
the Bono flag.
yes, right. So you can actually copy the whole thing and see the result, but you can, let's say for your own issue, you can replace this particular open inverted apostrophe, open apostrophe and close apostrophe with your own issue. What kind of issue you have in your office? What kind of issue you have in your project? So when you key in, you get the different result for all these hats, right? And then when you go back to office before the discussion, you assign maybe these 2 person you play white hat, the other 2 you play red hat. If you have let's say here is 6 times 2, you have 12 person, 2 person play the same hats. Okay, if you have 6 person, each person just play the 6 hats. So this is one of the idea, one of the technique to encourage members of your discussion to talk. So far okay? Okay, I proceed. Let's check the tactic. If this internet is okay already. Okay, my one can open already. Okay, so I previously I already upload For those who have not uploaded, you can upload lah. Upload transcript or recording. Previously already upload, so when I press, there will be something already generated, right? For example, the short summary. Okay. For this case, I generate the summary and action items. Okay, so you can see the action items here and the short summary below here. Okay, these two are in Malay. Okay, so you can try play around, and because this is free version, I'm limited to 10 meeting for this month. So like I say, different type of limitation. It doesn't limit by the minutes duration, but it limits by the number of times you use it in 1 month. Okay, for the free version. Any question regarding this?
Once we uploaded, then the result will automatically come out.
Yes, and no. Once you upload, is registered the information inside the system. You still need to click one by one in order to generate that particular content that you desire. For example, I desire summary with citation. This is summary with citation. It will tell you when this one is spoken. Okay, so I have to click and see the first minute, 30 seconds. Okay, but like I say, we have to check lah. We cannot simply take this and send to everyone. Yeah, Miss.
If before the meeting we already decided we want to use any of these AI tools,
Yes.
first produce a minimum syarat. Say, would it be helpful if in the meeting you have an agenda and you get the chairman to actually read out the item in the agenda, then it helps to produce a more organized transcript, whatever you want. Ya, say, sekarang kita masuk agenda 1, blah blah blah, then we will definitely record it and then put it, or just random also can.
Actually, random also can,
Uh-huh.
but if the boss is IT savvy, it's good to have an organized structure. It's always good to have organized structure so that when the AI cluster the same topic, it will cluster correctly lah. That means it tries to group the same topic together during summarization. So if let's say you discuss the same thing at the beginning, and then at the end of the meeting you discuss the same thing, so then you give extra work for the AI to do to group this item in the beginning and the end together. Okay, so if you pack the whole thing together, then the AI do job also easier, then more accurate also. Right. So since you all can log in, you all can try with either my sample or your own sample. Okay. Can it depends on what we want to achieve. So far, can we do everything using one tool? The answer is can, if we want, if we know what we want to achieve. But if we have a few things to achieve, then this is just a sharing session in this workshop. You may not choose the Bono 6 thinking hats just now. Later, I will show you another technique. This is SWOT analysis, if you heard before. So it is strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat, right? So you can ask them to play the role of SWOT if you have 4 persons in your meeting. So each one play the different role. Then you encourage different person to talk. let me see the time we have. Let me check the schedule a while. Not cross. We are at 4:50. Right. So okay, we are on time. We are here 4:30 to 5. Okay. Inside extraction is the bono 6 thinking hats. Topic identification is we can do it using tactic, right? Okay. So far, any more questions? And taking questions first because we still have some time. Yeah. So. That's right. So this gentleman said that if during a meeting, if some of the participant have a very low volume in their voice, so can we still use it, right? So preferably, we want to use this tool. We have a room where it can capture the sound more what you call accurately. That means there's no echo, right? So I tried before to just use a handphone only, then it's able to, and then if we sit close together, it's able to capture. So that is why, like that lady mentioned, if it is good if we let the attendees know that we are recording, that we are going to use this tool. That is why we are recording. In fact, if you want to record a meeting, we should ask permission first. You don't simply record and then take it out. Then the participant don't know that we actually record it, right? Of course, if the meeting is online, like Cisco WebEx, all those, no issue lah. That one. Even that also, if you speak softly, certain words it cannot capture correctly, right? Okay. Any more question? So just now the prompt, actually you can try in for your own cases first. Your issue, I want to see how it generates also. Where you can compare from Copilot to ChatGPT to Gemini, which one is better? The solution that they give you. Right. Do you need a 5-minute break? Do you need a 5-minute break? Okay. So let's give 10 minutes break. We continue at 5 o'clock. In the meantime, those want to ask question one-to-one can approach me or the facilitators. Right. We continue 5 o'clock. Okay.
Kalau browsing should be okay，因为我去 upload，先 upload，这种还需要的
Those that know how to connect to your data see whether you can
But so far, I guess transcript the script I think offer the offer is actually quite quite the transcription fee is actually quite competitive. Which is good. I didn't know about this. Because some of them measure it. Like for example, I subscribe to I pay like $10 a month, but there's only a limited minute that I can use. Like transcriptor is 5 hours.
Yeah, so that's why I introduced different.
So it's a bit limiting. Yeah, you can use the free version.
Please, so sorry, you got a technical planning.
没有用到它这个习惯到我们这个大概是我只是要这个，只是要把它的一个如果是拉链，把它说看这条路对，你要去把它的这个内在下。没有这种方法可以练一下跟别人做unconditionally 你可以玩到别人或者可以讲给我们一场还是全部人知道哦是然后如果不赞同就讲没有这个是他的所以现在因为等到那个东西一早2个礼拜才上去先大概可以聊再去玩有玩到了吗 project duties
which is sort of like hidden from
for the
these are things that we need to
language and exercise in charge of quality, so usually English is kind of so
and after that this year they also started research
okay 我是这个说明跟彼此点的不一样，3个礼拜来讲
So it all depends it's all about managing.
希望每个 sector 然后他讲哪个 sector 一样哦没有，他其实那个要给钱的，他讲还是比较好对，一开场可以做动作，可以做无论是没有，其实要没有方案也是有生气，就是跟要
but you just don't make sure you want to get your work done. So I've seen like both sides. I've seen but now I'm like, yeah, because of the PTD, the nature of the PTD and the home sector is very different. And different.
Testing. Okay, last call. Those who wants to have drink still can have a drink, or you can bring your drink inside. Is still available.
Sorry, I want to ask you a question.
After that, you get and after the interview, you have to go through 10 months training for you to before you can degree the diploma license as well. Public administration, you go through that 10 months. So during that 10 months is where you learn all about PPD, you teach you all the and then after that, during that PPD time, more people come and ask, okay, who is interested to come in. So they will run the interviews during your PPA. So let's say if you didn't manage once your first posting will be your 41. So when you're 41, you still can try go through the interviews if you really want to go. So once, let's say once you get to you have to go through another 3 months before the DID, diploma. So that's where they will actually expose you more towards international platform that you to do as a diplomat. They will teach you about foreign policy, they teach you about negotiation, how to groom you all the way to that level of diplomatically to people, because it's a very different so you have to go through the DID, then only you can go into the mobile. So usually the timeline is about 3 or 5 years, and after that you get
还有你电脑东西吗？
我在 record 什么东西这样讲
Hello.
Yeah, so if you let's say you work in administration, you have records. So yeah, you can also get posted.
Sorry,不好意思。Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Can you wrap up your discussion? I give you 5 minutes to wrap up because we have less than 1 hour to go to cover the next exciting topic. For me, it's exciting because you can generate fruit chart and mind map. Okay, mind map first. Okay, mind map. Anyone excited to learn mind map? How to automatically generate mind map? Okay, no need to draw one by one. Automatically asking to generate. Okay? Is that okay? Okay. Okay. I got the example already. So talk too much useless. So straight away go to example. Okay. What is the hot topic right now? Rationalization of fuel subsidy. Is that the hot topic right now? Okay. So this is a topic, rationalization of fuel subsidy. We want to use one of the AI tools. Maybe we use ChatGPT lah. Okay, so-called can give us more richer idea. Okay. Okay. So how about we copy this one in the slide 24? We copy this. Okay. First we read out first. So that means you don't simply copy only lah. Okay. We read out what is this all about. The topic is rationalization of fuel subsidy. We are asking the AI, please create a mind map with main ideas and subcategories. If Malaysia as a country would like to implement the rationalization of fuel subsidy. Okay, that means there will be main idea and then there will be subcategory. That is what we want. Right? We are asking the AI to do that, right? So your mind map should include the various roles and responsibilities of different government ministries and agencies. Why we asking like that? Because we want to know, okay, to do this, who is involved? Okay, so government has an initiative. Minister say do this, but who is involved? So we ask the AI to tell us who should be involved, what are their roles they need to play. Okay, of course, it will branch out lah. This department A is this one, department B do this, department C. This is what I have in mind lah, correct? Okay, so now you can copy this based on this mind map. Please create a markdown format with text representing the mind map. Okay, what is markdown format? Okay, markdown format is a format where we can represent certain style of a text with simple keyboard key. Okay, what I mean is that example okay, use example as example okay, this one is bold, this one is not bold, isn't it? Okay, so when you use markdown, there's a way that they can represent bold with simple keyboard. Maybe we just those who use WhatsApp, you know, to make the text become bold is double star, right? Okay, I also forgot whether it's correct or not, but I think it's like this lah. That means you don't have a particular app inside your handphone to convert it to the style that you want, but you use the keyboard the key to represent it, to represent a style. Okay, for example, this one is bold, this one is italics, for example, and then this one in front maybe got bullet. Okay, so how we use markdown to do this? We no need to know. Not to say no need to know lah. I mean, if you are interested, you can learn. It is always good to learn, but we can ask AI to do it for us. All right? Okay. So, anyone try already? Copy this thing. Copy this thing, and then okay, I want to ask for a favor for those who are uploading the file. Can you please stop it right now? Please stop it because we have only less than 1 hour, so we want everyone able to use the internet together. Okay, and then you also can follow for this particular module. So you press Copilot, for example, we press Copilot and see whether it opens right now. Okay, if it doesn't open, then I have to illustrate with my data plan. Okay, anyone manage to open ChatGPT or Copilot? ChatGPT can. Okay. Maybe I should have connected to my data plan earlier. It's okay. ChatGPT is coming out. Okay, ChatGPT is out. So what we mentioned just now, copy and paste, right? Okay. Okay, then you enter. Okay, see how it comes up the result. Okay, right. So this is definitely not mind map, right? Right? This one is not a diagram, right? This is just text. Point form, correct. But since we ask them to the GPT to create in markdown format, right? So as you can see, it is quite in markdown format lah. But in order to verify, to confirm this is in markdown or not, what can we do? That's why we need another tool called Delinger. Inside the list there is another tools, you call it Delinger. Got or not? Okay. We have to, okay, not slow, right? For Delinger can open, right? Okay. Dillinger.io. But the spelling has to double L if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have to paste the result from ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, right? Yeah, from ChatGPT just now. We copy this, okay, and then when Dillinger is open, you see like this screen. Okay, it's basically you can ignore the what is on the screen. You copy this whole thing on the left. You delete because it's just showing you that this one is the markdown, this one is the result. Okay, but now I want to put in my own markdown text. I want to see the result. Okay, so I paste lah. So if the result looks okay, you see any what you call garbage language here? No, right? No garbage character here, right? Everything is in order. You want bold, there's bold. You want bulleted, there's bulleted. You have to use logic, eh? If let's say this one it comes out different thing, then you know it's wrong lah. That's why you need to check. Okay. Okay, now this one is MOF, do what? MDTC. This one may not be correct lah. This one you need to change. Okay. Do we have MDTCA as the ministry? You don't have, you have to change. This one is so-called hallucination. That means it's generate something that is not real, confidently, as though it is real. Okay, but it is not real, eh? Okay, so you have to change lah. We have another ministry name that is performing all these three. You have to change. Okay, so if you don't, definitely, is it called Ketsa? It's not Ketsa. You have to change. Okay, that is why we need to check the AI output. This is an example. We cannot simply copy, paste, pass to other people, then we are in trouble. Okay, right. So, but the format wise is okay, right? This is a format we want, right? Okay, let's use this format. Okay, how do we use? We export as a markdown file. Okay, that means I have the markdown file inside my. Of course, markdown file is nothing. You can't display it properly. Okay, I believe when you save the markdown is already inside. Rationalization of fuel subsidy. For those who can follow me, you follow me lah straight away. Okay, this is the markdown file, and then you launch Xmind that you already install in your PC. Yeah. Okay, when you first launch, it's like this. Many things, many options. And then there is this thing, ask you to install. No need, don't install. After the internet cannot use again. Okay, so you have this. Basically, is Promola is saying that you can use Xmind to do all these things. Okay, and then yes, you can use Xmind to all these things. If you can manually draw it, of course, it can draw beautifully, like the very good diagram. But right now, our objective is to use AI, use AI to generate the diagram, right? So how can we use the markdown just now? We can actually import it. Okay, how we import it? Go to File, Import. Okay, can you see? Can you see our import here? File, import, there is markdown here. Okay. Okay. So when you press markdown, you choose the file just now, the markdown, where you already saved. Okay. Press open. Okay, this one just ignore, it's not a free version. Okay, so this is the mind map that it generates. Okay. Whereas the middle one is the title or the topic, title of the topic, right? And then you have goals, you have key areas. Okay, if I move here, then the item will change. So be careful when you move. So of course there is a subscription version for MindMap where you can do many more things, right? You can change more colors, put in image, right? So if let's say this one become error already, what do? You can always close and then we open the S-Mind. Open another one and then we import again. Import the markdown file. Everyone can try right now, see whether you can generate the mind map.
So I have to download the S-Mind first.
Yeah, in the beginning, remember we asked to install the mind map, but not mind map, the S-Mind.
So it cannot come with the markdown file.
Cannot come out markdown file.
That means when I key in the data inside the ChatGPT, I just straight away give me this type of string.
Oh, then you have to change your prompt. Yeah. So you have to change your prompt or change your model. So actually,
I use Copilot, I use
that's why we have to different tools. You have to see which one is more. So you can change to Copilot and you can change to what you call Gemini. So in order to verify what they verify, you can use the easier to verify. No thanks. If you want to draw one by one, also can. This one I can copy. So from the idea we verify first, correct or not. If not correct, we correct it. Then we put into the ledger to see the format okay or not.
If you ask to be in every single stack that marked down, every single, so that we should that's right. That's you know, they mark down, because we also come and one form and say, well, I think so you already have tried like this, so you can,
answer is correct, but for the case like just like the case, generate correctly. Garbage in, garbage out. Not necessarily. If okay, in situations where you want to default to S-Mind, you want to use S-Mind, you put markdown. But for certain like multimodal generative AI, like Google Gemini that can generate image straight away, you can actually straight away ask, you change the prompt, ask the Google Gemini to generate the mind map straight away. Right. Yeah. But bear in mind there is one advantage if we use the technique just now, because when it is generated in X-Mind, you can edit it one by one. You can pull this, pull that, and add certain things.
I have X-Mind, I use X-Mind, I have this one. You put in your own rule, one everything you do. So they will give you what you want. So that is the whole exploring files, and then it's just for ChatGPT they have like a few different version. Mini ChatGPT or the normal one that people use just this one. It's more of like the kind of people version. But usually in general people just use it. If you use the free one, the free version, for like later version. It depends how you prompt it. Because the one that we learn can generate the structure. Actually use ChatGPT to do. Actually even got the so it all depends on how you prompt it and how you want it to. It's difficult to explain, but you have to like hands-on. This one then you prompt it how the direction how then prompt it. You do this one.
Okay, can I continue? I think we still have about half an hour or more. Is it okay? Is it useful? Okay, sir.
Do we need to use markdown format?
Okay, do we need to use markdown format? Not necessary. The reason why we use markdown just now, because we want to verify the format with Dillinger first before we paste it in the XMind, so that we can reduce the error. Otherwise, if our markdown format is not correct, then when we paste into XMind, it will not be accurate. Alternatively, if you do not want to generate markdown first, you can use Google Gemini. If I'm not mistaken, Google Gemini can generate image. So it is a matter of putting your prompt in Google Gemini, asking Google Gemini to generate the mind map straight away. That means you can say that just now you have a bullet point format, right? You just say that please generate a mind map based on below items, carefully considering the bulleted content. That's all.
Because just now I tried Copilot, can't generate the markdown format.
Yeah, so you in that case you straight away ask it to generate the mind map that you want.
Maybe we need a paid version in order to get what?
No, my one actually this gentleman also cannot get just now. So I put in another prompt. I use the same content that already generated, is already in bulleted format. So I add additional instruction for the prompt. I said reformat the following in markdown format. Yeah, then it's able to generate anything. Bear in mind, markdown is one word. If you separate, become two words, then perhaps different results. So can I continue to? I think next part also exciting. I think flow chart, right? Yeah, another question.
And then, for example, I already opened the XMind. How I put in the document Markdown.
Okay. Just now you saved in Markdown, right? Okay. So if let's say I have to reopen the XMind. I have to stop this XMind first. So I have to force the process, the application to stop, right? Okay, maybe I also open too many things, so I have to close certain things. Okay. Right. So I reopen the XMind. Okay. Bearing in mind just now I already got my Markdown file, right? Okay. So okay, this one is already I import already. Let's say there is nothing. Let's say undo, open a new blank map lah. Okay. Okay. So in the beginning, I think in the beginning there's one song. Okay, let's joke aside. So in the beginning it's like this. So you can import file, import Markdown.
Okay, go to
file, import. Everyone can see, right? Can write on, but maybe behind is not clear.
File, import, Markdown.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So you try to choose your file just now and see what happens.
Okay, just a moment now.
Okay, for yeah.
I don't understand the Markdown. That means we only save a file by the name of Markdown.
Okay, it's okay. I foresee that this one can cause certain confusion and you may need to refresh your memory, right? Okay, so you go back. Okay, this is the first time workshop got homework, right? Okay, I giving those who are still not clear a simple homework. Okay, you see this. If you want to read about this, press the link. If you want to see the video on this, click this one. You have the video same as the text that will explain the thing clearly, and it's not a long one, it's quite a short one. Okay, go back and see this. You will be clear. So if you are already clear, the prompt is here. The prompt is I want to have a mind map around what? Okay, if you have a topic lah. Okay, like just now is what few rationalization program, right? Okay, so here, then you follow by the rest of the text. Is it okay?
Okay, next round.
Okay. Alright. So we come to the final one where we want to generate this. Okay, right. Pay attention. We want to generate this flowchart from this side. Okay, how do we do it? Okay, you figure out first. Before I tell the answer, you think about is based on the tools that I have presented earlier. Is it possible that we generate this one? Yeah, I let you figure out first for 5 minutes.
出来嘛，这边，然后才就从这个零个去那个 S 码。
But normally, the one that we generate on the fly one will not be as good as what you manually do one. So the reason why we are sharing the one that can generate on the fly is because we are focusing on meeting and discussion. Usually during meeting discussion, we want to generate immediately in real time, and then a certain person says this idea, and then we change the process flow. So it will immediately generate a different flow lah. Before we come to this one is more complicated. Let us select something that is basic, more basic. Okay, right. Yeah, I didn't cover SWOT analysis yet, right? I promised to cover this one, right? So this one is an example. So you copy this SWOT analysis, right? And you put in this time we want Copilot. The Copilot can generate, no? So SWOT analysis is in a table format. So when it comes to SWOT analysis, it is not a graph or mind map, right? Okay. So that means not every time we want a graph or mind map. Sometimes table like a SWOT analysis is useful, right? So we see how it can generate a SWOT analysis for this kind of scenario. Okay, here's the SWOT analysis. Okay, come up, and it come out the text format. Okay, you can actually use this text format to generate the mind map earlier also. You can use the prompt earlier to convert it. And it can, I think it is, this one is the image where you can download, and it's in, sometimes it generate the table format, okay, yeah. So, but then this one, as you can see, is not arranged, it's not arranged accordingly. So you can probably ask the AI to recreate the table so that there is no text overlap lah. So it's a matter of prompting. Okay, you can try the same prompt in ChatGPT whether it produce better result on this, right? Okay, this one cannot be used twice, have to be open. Okay, so then there is this, I believe there's one more tool, right? Where we call Mermaid. Okay. Okay, so this one is, okay, this one is your task. Okay, this is also actually in a form of mind map, right? Okay, however, we can use another tool, what do you call, can use Mermaid to generate a particular diagram for this. Actually, Mermaid is more useful for flowchart. So this one is more like what do you call mind map, right? Mind map we use XMind better. So let us select one process process. Okay, this is the process. Okay, this is the process, right? Okay. We copy this. We go to first, let me introduce you to Diagram GPT. Diagram GPT. Okay. Okay, this is Diagram GPT. There is nothing here, right? There's nothing here. So I paste just now the what you call the process, right? However, I need to put back in the what you call the bullet. Okay. Basically, this is what has been explained in the beginning of this workshop. Okay. These are the transcription process, right? If you can recall, this is a transcription process where first we record the session. Okay, if the video is recorded, we extract the audio. Okay, we use automatic transcription tool to generate text from audio, right? This is what we have covered. Okay, next, if the file is more than 30 minutes, we extract the subsequent period from audio processing tool. And then we repeat the step 3 to transcribe the file. And then lastly, we compile the transcription in a single platform. Like Tactic is no need to combine. Tactic is already all together, right? So, but for the sake of the process flow, let's generate the diagram and see the resultant diagram that is generated. Okay, this is useful, okay, for during meeting you want to generate diagram on the fly for discussion purpose. Okay, this may not what you call align the boxes professionally, but the concept is there. If you can enlarge it, okay, you can see that it's follow a process flow. Okay, process flow. Okay, so what if it cannot fit into A4 size paper? When you double click, or right click rather, double click. Okay, do you see this save and edit diagram? If you press save and edit diagram, you will be asked to log into Diagram GPT. So if you want to do something more, improve on the diagram to edit it, you have to log in, but it is still free lah. You can log in with your Google account. Okay, you can try. Let's see whether Diagram GPT can generate a process flow for you.
So the eraser diagram is only for the flow chart.
It has. If you look at the what you call the notes, when it appears, when you launch the eraser, they got introduced that it can generate a few charts. But I want to focus on flow chart because that is what we usually want to generate. So they will gather some of your data. So as you can see, this is the diagram, and you can actually edit it. You can actually, for example, okay, this is the code. You don't have to. I mean, of course, you want to learn, you can learn. But for this purpose, you can straight away edit it. Okay. You see this selection. Okay, you press the selection. You come here. Let's say you don't want all these small items. Okay, so what you can do is that you select and then you drag to the left. Drag all the small items to the left. So that means eventually you were left with the main boxes lah, right? So the main boxes you can use paintbrush to cut and paste into PowerPoint or image file, or it is blurred to you. But let me demonstrate one time. Okay. Right. Let's say I have already moved the icon to the left. I want to take the main branches, the main boxes. Okay. First, let me save it as an image first lah. Okay. Let me save this as an image first. So as you can see, I can copy as PNG. These are all image files. Copy as SVG or PNG. So I copy as PNG. Okay. So I launch Paintbrush, for example. Paintbrush everyone also have. Okay. Even if you don't subscribe Microsoft Office, you have. So you edit, paste. Okay. So you get the diagram, right? You get the diagram, right? The image, right? Okay, so let's say you already drag all this to the left, right? So from here you select only the one at the right without all this icon. Okay, to be more specific is like this. Okay, of course this one I didn't drag lah. What I mean is that if you drag already, okay. So you can crop the image and then you save lah. Okay, save as a new file. Then you can use this image. Or if you are in a meeting, you can straight away use this image lah. You don't have to do all this, save this into another image file first. Right? Clear? Or still blur. Okay, if it's still blur, you take my example for practice. You can take this one. You paste it first. You paste it in the first. You paste it in diagram GPT. Where is the diagram GPT? Okay, you first paste it into diagram GPT. Here, right? I paste it here. Then you will generate the diagram as below. You're missing already because just now already saved, right? Okay, so you will have a diagram below, and then you save it. Of course, when you save and edit for first time user, you need to log in with your Google account first. After you log in your Google account, you can edit in whatever form you require. Then you save the image, and when you save the image, you can use it in your PowerPoint or any other documents, right? So that is.
We have problem to copy.
No, actually it's not the text in the PDF.
Oh, PDF.
It's not the text.
Okay, then you can start your own text. I'm sure you have some process right in the office. Yeah, you can just use some example like dummy. That is diagram entity. Another one is mermaid. Popular one is mermaid. However, the mermaid you will see more like cartoon. You see the thing is more like cartoon for discussion one, for informal usage, right? So mermaid. Okay, you will see that there are different examples here. Sample diagram. You also have mind map. Okay. That is why I told some of the participants earlier, if you cannot use XMind, it's okay, because here also got. Okay, here also got mind map. However, mermaid got its own language, so-called language. If you see on the left, it is this language that produced this diagram. So you have to follow its format. So how they did, you need to learn this language? Not actually. Ask ChatGPT to generate this mermaid code for you, if you have the content. Okay? For example, we use the same process, okay? Is it okay? We use the same process just now? Okay, so let's see Copilot can generate or not. Okay, this is what the Copilot generates. So we just copy it.
Let's explore.
And then what? Yeah, okay. So, paste here, right? So
Can change the design.
then, if you have different logic, feel free to change this. For design, you also have to change the logic first. Then we can change the design.
Wow, change the logic.
No, you ask ChatGPT to change it for you.
But I still have the question, because like sometimes we need to print it in A4 size.
Yes.
So if we generate is like too long.
Yes.
So if the manually will put it to like, because we put that like it will continue, right? To the next. So we here how.
Oh, okay. Like that. That means got two ways. One is you save the image as the PNG or JPEG file first. So in the Microsoft Word you string it. Or alternatively, you generate one image file, but you want the thing to be big, right? So you cut the image using the paintbrush. You cut the image. So you cut the image. This one half, the following page the other half.
Because if like we do this, we cannot cut the because like normally we put half in the still put the arrow.
Yes.
Then we say like
Yes.
right.
Then you say Right. So that means for this case, you have to change it into what you call like that's why we need the markdown. That's why we need the markdown. Then we can generate it in XMind. Then Xmind we can edit. Okay. Okay. So that means this one is conductor. It is all this one is okay. The teka-teki or the riddle from here to here indirectly I already shown already lah. You see the process just now, right? Okay. So this one no issue. Alright. We come to the last one already. Okay. And then alright. Why is this one the last one? Okay. Mermaid just now, they do not separate. This is what we call swim lane. Okay, this is a diagram taken from document from cybersecurity, like for example, right? So swim lane showing different roles, the process of the activities for different entities, different roles and entities, right? So if you check again, Xmind, you have a challenge to do this. And if you check again, Mermaid, you will have a challenge to do this. Likewise, if you try to do this in Diagram GPT, you can take the whole image, put in the one of the AI like Copilot, okay, ask it to generate a language for Diagram GPT. Whether it can generate this one, you won't be able to generate correctly. Okay. So what happens here? What can we do? Okay. We use something called VPMN. We can use something called VPMN. I cannot make it. Okay. Right. So look at the one on the right. The BPMN stands for Business Process Model and Notation. Okay, actually this is ISO standard for a language that can generate the business process or diagram that we see just now. There's a swim lane with different activity for different entities, right? Fortunately for us, the AI tools also can generate the BPMN code or language. So we just need to give it the logic, the process, then it can give us the code just now, and we will have the diagram just now. However, there's one caveat. Okay. To arrive at this diagram, this one involves holding it close together. You can see this one holding it close together, right? If you apply that BPMN, it will separate clearly first. That means it won't be so close together. Okay, what I mean is that let us try one time together to generate this. Okay, so do I need to what you call type in all this information? Okay, not really. We can just extract the image. Okay, so we extract the image by using mapping tool. We can capture and save as image first. Or you have any other image editing tools also can, but I think mapping tool is simpler. So I capture this image and I save it. Let me save this as BPMN. Okay, right? So what I just did is that I saved this thing as an image. Okay, that one can write. That one nothing difficult to it. Okay, now which AI tools accepts image as its input? Okay, just upload the image just now. Just in a prompt. Let us see it can generate the code that we need. It is Gemini, right? So it generates the code like this. Looks quite complicated. However, let us copy it and let us try to paste it in the VPMN tool. You take this one is from Hugging Face, okay? Hugging Face, there's a lot of models inside there which you can use, and these are the open source models. Okay, open source models is not like from ChatGPT where the model is closed, right? So it cannot generate. That means there's error in the code. Okay, hence we have to use another tool to generate the VPMN code. Okay, so we can try. That is why we have several tools available. And we go where is the ChatGPT? Or can Copilot upload image? I think cannot, right? Copilot, I think cannot upload image. So we can try. Okay, before we go to the tools, there's one last one here. Well, this one is nothing but to invert the image color. For example, if you got the image now, let's say your image text is in white, and then the box is in black color. You want to change the text. Normally text is in black, right? Text in black, and then the background is white, right? So you can use this one. You can use this one to change. But for our case just now, it was okay. The what you call this one. Okay, it's already background in white, and then text in black, right? So no need to change that. For the case where the text is white, background is black. Then we want to change, we use time tool stuff, right? So there's nothing complicated on that. Okay. So we go back to what is called the ChatGPT. Now we want to generate the VPMN diagram, right? Okay. So so I have to upload the image.
哦，我明白了。
因为不同的人，我们老板说
So we can see the VPFN language of code is different from the code used by Mermaid, different from the code used by Irinja, for example. You can try, but so far I see it cannot generate the swim lane, the different lane. Janice, you can upload together directly. However, sometimes it is here. And then sometimes we want to regenerate. That's why we translate into this focus. Then we can use the other tools to regenerate the image. And then since we are using the image for meeting or discussion, maybe you say, this one suddenly I want to change this one to different display into two box, for example. Then the meeting you can change on the fly. You can change on the fly. Okay, yes, tools is tools of the problem. So and to launch that. Okay, the appearance of so we have to try it another time because just now I make the server headache already. But this is an option. Basically, we have the list of tools available to cover our requirement. Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, the VPN end is so you can try it. Okay. Because I insert the error. So these are the weaknesses of open source tools, right? If let's say we deliberately do something until the thing erroneous or collapse, we need time to recover. Not like the paid tools, commercial tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Copilot, because there's a company behind it to service it. People pay for it, so they have to ensure that any errors they have to repair immediately. So just now the Hugging Face that I show is one of the open source tools. So I can accept a few last questions. It's already 6 minutes. Okay, for certificate, right, for CIGIA, Ms. Kelly Lau will assist me based on those who already signed the attendance form. So it shows who have yet to sign the attendance form, you can get it from her, and then she will be able to generate and email you within 7 days. Within 7 days. If you want to take photo, take Oh yeah. Before you all go back, there is a feedback form. Feedback form for today. If you got headphone, you can scan the feedback form. And for those who are seated behind, you can scan manually the QR code. Thank you very much for your participation. I hope that by your creativity you can make use of what we have shared and then create more efficiency and effectiveness for your meeting or discussion. Thank you. Yang siap tau.
Then I would like to invite one live resident in front to give a token of appreciation to our trainer day. For information, David is very good. He's the one who do the proposal and propose to the community to PSCC to run this program. And he also do himself all these preparations, and he himself arranged the table actually yesterday. Before we pursue, right? Before that, we have to give for, we invite Kelly to come in front, a token of appreciation from PSCC.
Today's tokens and all the this ones sponsored by presidents.
今天我们一起来这边拍照。
接下去如果是有你们有什么please state in the group that any other courses that you would like to have. So we can get David or even though we can get other trainer better to help us, especially on in terms of AI courses, especially on the
So again, AI is not just about doing things more efficiently, it actually can do a lot of other things also, like how to create image through AI. There's a lot of tools to use for free also. How to generate videos, okay? So probably we can organize another session about this if there's a demand, right? Okay, so thank you everyone. So before we dismiss, we address Summer, we pindah this table to outside. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a safe journey back home.
Okay.